not the best, to be honest. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but I think I should be okay. So I do apologize if this stream is gonna be a little bit shorter than usual. But yeah, I'm gonna try and make the most of it. Okay. So let me say hi to everybody. Hi, Godbolt. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Pathfinder. Hi, Nonaman. Hi, Radon. Hi, Eduardo. Hi, Conway. Hi, Petra. Is it Petra or Pextra? I'm not sure, but let me know. Hi, Alex. Hi, Blizzardin. Welcome. So we do have a lot to talk about. I didn't really want to miss this up. I didn't want to really delay this because there's a lot to talk about. Especially since we gotta address the elephant in the room, I suppose, or should I say the cat? Okay, so we're gonna get started. If you haven't watched up to episode 11 and 12, I do recommend you watch those first, because there will be spoilers, and this is a huge moment. These two episodes are very spoiler heavy, so I highly recommend that you watch the episodes beforehand, so you're caught up. Okay, so first we have episode 11, and honestly, I wasn't expecting much from this episode. I was thinking it was just going to be a filler episode of some sort, but oh boy, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. So we started off just like any other day. Komugi, Iroha, and Mayu are just walking into class like usual, and then all of a sudden they hear everybody talking about this. There's this rumor going on. They're talking about this huge monster that's apparently, well, they don't know if it's a monster for sure, but there's apparently something, like there's some creature that's in the forest, and it's basically it's on Mount Miharashi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but it's on Mount Miharashi, and usually that's a pretty quaint mountain where there's it's very family friendly. Like usually a lot of families and people go there to hike. Sometimes they have picnics there. So it's very unusual that there's a creature that's there. And apparently it's a dangerous creature. They don't know for sure. But yeah. Everyone's paying attention to this, especially Iroha and Komugi, because they're like, what creature? Could this be a garu? And then one of their classmates actually says that it made a certain sound. And but they weren't sure on how it was said. But then Komugi guesses that it was garu. The way she said it was so cute. And it turned out it was a garu. And of course, Komugi, as Komugi would, she almost exposes she almost exposes themselves, like her and Iroha, like looking for the garus and stuff. And she almost says, Iroha, there's a garu on the mountain, but Iroha thankfully stops her. Hi, Red, welcome! Yeah, that was a close call. Yeah. So from there, they end up talking to Satoru about it because they're like, we should go investigate because this is not normal. It's likely a garu since that's the same cry. And so Satoru agrees to join them, and he's a bit flustered because this is the first time that he, if I remember right, this is the first time that he actually like goes out with meets up with Iroha that's not either like in town normally or like at school. So he's a little bit nervous about it. But yeah, he goes because he knows that He knows that Iroha and Komugi will need his animal expertise. And so, they end up going to the mountain. And of course, like Satoru is all like nervous about this because it's his first time with Iroha in a situation like this. But he kind of forgot that it's not a date. It's they're out to find a Garu, and Komugi's there too. And Komugi is just so cute. Komugi is adorable here. Let me get an image of her. She's the cutest little pupper. She's the cutest little doggo in the world. Okay, where's that? Okay, get ready for a Komugi's jump scare. Episode 11 was too cute, it was. Okay, are you guys ready for Komugi jump scare? Boom! Komugi jump scare! Look how happy she is! She's like so excited to go on a hike. She's so excited to just run through the forest with Iroha. And they low-key forget a bit their mission. But it's okay. So yeah. Okay. So where was I? Okay. Yeah, they're frolicking through the forest and stuff. And they actually come across this little spot, and Komugi found a butterfly, and it was the cutest thing ever. I will be doting on how cute Komugi is in this episode, cause she's just so cute. Look at her! Look at her, the little butterfly. Oh, it's so cute. Komugi's adorable. Yeah, they're just frolicking in the on the hiking trail, and on each stop that they find. And the thing is, Satoru was left behind a bit because he's not as he can't run as fast as Iroha. He doesn't have he's not as athletic as Iroha is. And Komugi for that matter. So he kind of falls behind, and Iroha feels bad because she forgot about the mission. And to be fair, so did Komugi. Baby Dust, thank you for the $2 super chat. Looks tasty. What do you mean? Joking. I hope it was a joke. It's a good thing that was a joke. But yeah, I don't know what looks tasty there. But anyway. Okay, moving on. So, yeah, they did have they did end up actually resting at that little spot. And then they actually find some tanukis, which is they were so cute. And then they start talking about the Garu, and so they start trying to figure out what the Garu could be, because they're not sure. But apparently, it's supposed to be a big animal, and Iroha, of course, she mentions that it could be a whale, of all things. It could be a whale, but whales don't live in the forest. And so Satoru points that out. Baby Dust, thank you for the $5. And so Iroha tries to guess what animal lives in the forest until she thinks of a squirrel, but the squirrel would be too small. And so then she also guesses a sea lion, but a sea lion lives in the ocean. And so she guesses afterwards. She ends up guessing. I think it was she guesses a mole, but a mole's too small. A land lion? No, it's a sea lion. And so she guesses an orca, but orcas are in the ocean, and she can't figure out what animal it could be. But then, Satoru actually, after all that guessing, Satoru actually offers Komugi and Iroha some sweets. For Iroha, he brought some cookies, and for Komugi, he brought some dog-friendly treats. Seafood on mine. Okay, and then they enjoy the snacks, and it's super cute. it's a very funny moment. And then we go back to Mayu and Yuki. And so Mayu and Yuki are just Mayu is admiring Yuki drinking milk, because from what it seems, this is Yuki's first time drinking milk. And apparently she likes it. So Mayu is like, I'm gonna go to the store and buy some more later. And then she ends up telling Yuki about the story about the creature that's on the mountain. And she's like, I really wonder, I really wish I could have gone with everybody to go see what the creature was and stuff. But she's hoping that at the same time she's hoping that they won't get in trouble either, because it's still it could be a dangerous creature, but they don't know for sure. And so Mayu ends up decides that she's just gonna go shopping after all, and she's probably overthinking things, and she thinks that everyone will be okay. And yeah. And then so she tells Yuki that she's gonna go shopping, and then she leaves. And then we go back to Iroha and Komugi and Satoru, who are investigating the mountain even further. And they happen to come across the three old ladies that we see often at Pretty Holic. And they ask them if they've seen any animals, and surprisingly, from the direction that they came from, there wasn't any. Which was quite the shock. So yeah, and so they're getting a little bit discouraged because they haven't found much clues at all to what the animal could be. And so they're not sure really where to look further, since there was no animals in the direction that the old ladies came from. And then we get to a very important scene, and one that I was not expecting. I was not expecting this scene to happen. So we cut back to Mayu, who just got some cat milk. She got some milk for cats. Hi, John! Welcome! Yeah, she got some milk for cats. And so she's walking, and she happens to come by the mirror stone. And but she was looking at the mountain, hoping that Iroha, Komugi, and Satoru were okay. And then a mysterious blue light ends up glowing behind the mirror stone. And from that blue light, from behind the mirror stone, we see a girl that Mayu has never seen before. But this girl seems to know Mayu somehow. And I will say her design is so pretty. I love her design so much. New character. Well, is it a new character? I don't know. I don't know if it could be a new character, could it? Maybe it happens to be a new character. We don't know for sure. But Plum's Precure audiobook. I wish. Hi, James, welcome. But there is one particular there's one particular character that if you haven't guessed by now, this mysterious girl could be, because she happens to know But Mayu doesn't seem to know her. Who could it be? Meow. Who could it be? Meow. I'm not gonna say much, but if you know, you know. Okay, and then so this girl ends up telling Mayu to not get involved and don't go to the mountain. And so Mayu's like confused on this because she's like, huh? Because like this is a girl that she's never seen before, but this girl seems to know her, and so she turns back after the girl walked away, but the girl's gone. How could that be? Where did she go? Who is she? We will never know. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. I brought back the raccoon. You know what he's saying? He's staying. The raccoon's staying. Yeah, he can stay. Wait, let me just scoot a little bit to the side, so like that the raccoon. I'm not in the raccoon's way. There we go. But yeah. Whoop! Whoopsie daisy! There we go. There we go. Now that's better. Okay. But yeah. I'm sure everyone's wondering, who could it be? Meow. Who could that girl be? Meow. Anyway, I thought she could be a new villain. I don't know. I don't know about that. But anyway, where was I? Okay, yeah, the girl is gone, and so Mayu's not sure what this girl was implying, but she told her not to go to the mountain, so it was strange. And so back to Satoru and Komugi and Iroha. They end up having another break, and they go for a picnic. They have a picnic, and it's really cute. And then Iroha actually remembers that at this spot normally there used to be a ton of animals that would appear when she was younger, but there's no animals. So it could be that the Garu happens to be like they might be close to the Garu since from where they are there happens to be a shrine, and the closer they've gotten to the shrine, the less animals that there are. So it could be that the Garu happens to be near the shrine. And so they decide to go to the shrine after lunch. And the shrine, I think it's at the top of the mountain too. So they end up going to the shrine. And from there they don't really see the Garu just yet. But they do find the Garu egg that was broken, that hatched basically. And they also notice some huge footprints. What could those footprints be, I wonder? But Satoru actually figures it out that those are footprints of a bear. And it makes sense because bears do live in the forest. And so yeah, so he notices that. And also, there's a nest that the bear had made to basically to rest in, and so it basically confirms that the Garu is a bear. And then we see the Garu, but it's not just any Garu. It has a gem on its forehead, and you know what that means when there's a gem on its forehead. It basically means that this Garu happens to be one of the Kirarin fairies. So the bear was just resting in the nest, but we see once again that mysterious figure, the cloaked wolf figure. Wait, let me get it. For those who haven't seen it, there we go. For those who haven't seen it, this is the cloaked figure I was talking about. He awakens the Garu, and the Garu is starting to cause mayhem again. Hi, Sophomore, welcome! Okay, and where were we? And so the Garu awakens, and so then, it ends up roaring at how Satoru and Komugi. And then going back to Yuki. Surprisingly enough, Yuki is sensing something's up. But Mayu actually comes back. Mayu comes back at this point, and she ends up telling Yuki about the strange girl she found. That she met. And Yuki's expression here, it should tell you. It should. If this isn't a hint, I don't know what is at this point. Look at her. Look how smug Yuki looks here. Look how smug. Who could it be? Meow. Look how smug it is. Look how smug she looks. She's like, you met a girl, you say. Anyways, so yeah, Yuki's just licking her paw, but Mayu still doesn't know everything. So the smuggest of smug cats, yeah. Anyways, going back to Komugi and Iroha, they end up transforming, and they end up confronting the Garu. But it's tricky because they can't just run away from the Garu with their backs turned, because bears will, if I understand right, bears will basically chase after you if you turn your back on them. Yeah. And so Satoru warns that to Cure Wonderful and Cure Friendly, and so they're trying to figure out a way to like face off against the Garu. But it's tricky because they can't make too many sudden movements either, because that's what frightens the Garu too, and that's what causes the Garu to attack. And so we see this cool little section where Komugi is just dodging the Garu's attacks, and she jumps like she's jumping among the trees, and it's so cool. And I gotta mention this little moment here. The little, where is it? Here we go. There, look at her. She has like her tongue out and everything. It was like very brief, but it was a very cute detail that they added just to like give some personality, to show off like her personality, that she's still a silly girl at heart. You know, she's still a dog at heart. It was really cute to see that little detail. I liked it. And so, yeah, she ends up she ends up like rushing through the trees and stuff. And she tries to convince the Garu to calm down, but he won't listen to them. And then we have this funny moment. We have this funny little moment where Cure Wonderful is about to fall. Thankfully, Friendly saves her. But we go from this to this. It looks so silly. I love how they keep Komugi's personality as like a silly dog girl. It's so cute and I love it so much. She ends up nearly falling. She ends up falling, and thankfully Iroha saves her. But Cure Friendly saves her, I should say. Majestic. Okay, and then from there, Cure Friendly uses the lion, the Kirarin lion, to save Cure Wonderful. And they actually, Cure Wonderful actually lands on top of on Friendly's shoulders, and so they kind of look like this giant they look like this creature that seems like bigger than the bear itself. So that causes the bear to be a little bit frightened and like not willing to attack. Sorry, Plum, I think my chat froze. I missed some stuff. I missed most of the episode recap. Oh no, I'm sorry! I'm glad you're back. It's okay. Hi, Derek, welcome! Hi, Sonia, welcome! Okay, so yeah. They end up seeming bigger than the bear. So the bear's a bit more frightened, but not willing to attack. So that's a good thing. And so they approach the bear, trying to convince it to calm down. But then Friendly steps on a twig, and it ruins everything. And the bear ends up attacking them after all, because of the sudden noise. And so, yeah, the bear is about to attack with its gem. But then, Iroha ends up noticing something, because the bear's not acting like itself when it was about to use its attack. The Garugaru's gem seems to have been damaged. It was damaged. It was scratched. There was a scratch left on it, which is pretty unusual, because who would attack the Garugaru? I'm sorry, Coco's here. Here we go. I now have Coco. Yeah. Okay. He's being silly. And again, the blonde girl warning Maya not to go up to the mountain was very pretty. I wonder who she is. I wonder. Coco's he's on my chair with me. Say hi, Coco. Oh, he's literally headbutting the mic. Huh? You say hi? You say hi, Coco? He is not saying anything. I thought he would meow, but he's not meowing. But he's right next to the mic right now. Okay. Oh, now he's actually on my lap. Okay, I guess I'll continue the episode with him. Right, Coco? Aw, he's being so sweet. Okay, so, where were we? Oh, yeah. The Garugaru's gem was scratched. Who could scratch the gem? That's pretty odd, because, you know, there wasn't supposed to be, you're not supposed to hurt the Garugarus because they're innocent. I missed how you said you had to go to the vet on Sunday. Is Coco okay? I didn't have to go to the vet on Sunday. What? I didn't go to the vet on Sunday. Coco didn't have to go to the vet. What? I don't know where you got that from. Can't get jealous. What do you mean? I misheard that. Yeah, you probably misheard, because Coco did not have to go to the vet. Yeah, Coco's being a little sweetheart right now. Yeah, Coco's fine right now. Don't worry. Okay, and so, where were we? Okay, so, yeah, the Garugaru's gem was scratched, which is unusual. And so, they managed to, they used this chance to save, the Kirarin bear and turn it back to its normal self. And the Kirarin bear is a bit exhausted after the attacks. But thankfully the scratch is healed. So that's good. And so they send the Kirarin bear home. And back at the Nico garden, he's already we can see he's already back in shape, and he's starting to train. And they end up asking well, Coco's falling. Sorry about that. Okay. So, they end up asking the Kirarin bear what happened and how he got that scratch. And the Kirarin bear doesn't really remember how he got it. But the person who did do it was super strong. And we see something that we did not expect to see. I'm sure all of us did not expect to see this. But we see a very familiar silhouette. If you can see, there's a very familiar silhouette. I don't know why I was saying similar. Yeah, there's a similar silhouette, and we're not sure who. Well, at least everyone else doesn't know who. But it seems that there's another cure. There's another cure around, and the Kirarin Bear mentions that it's a cure. And so everyone's in shock that there's another cure. And they're wondering how could this be? And they need to find the... Oh. Coco's being silly right now. He's being cute but silly. Okay. But yeah. And so just at the end of the episode, we get a little glimpse at who I did not expect to see. But we see none other than let me get there. Oh, there's Coco. There he goes. Right on cue. Nyammy! She's here! But what is she doing? And who's her? What's her? Who is she? We don't know. Like, officially, we don't know her name in the show just yet. But we do know who she is. Outside the show, we know who she is, but in the show, she's still a mystery. And yeah, Nyammy is finally here. I did not expect her to appear this soon. But yeah, she's here, and the episode basically ends there. And yeah, that was episode 11, an episode that really it really caught me off guard. I don't, now that I think about it, I don't really think we've had an episode so far that was really that's been basically just filler and didn't really tie into the story, because every episode so far had some sort of purpose. I mean, I know it's often with most shows, most anime, but I feel like this time around there's no real waiting on the plot. I feel like everything just ties in together pretty well. My dog gets hysterical when we're in the car and he sees someone leaving the car. He starts running around and crying for a minute or so. It's cute but sad. Aww, it's okay. Episode 11 was really funny. It was really funny. And now we're moving on to episode 12. Right, Coco? He agrees, because the next episode, I'm just gonna just before we go into the next episode, I'm just gonna make sure Coco's okay. I think he's okay, but just give me 1 second, okay, guys? I'm just gonna make sure everything's okay with Coco. I'll be right back, okay? Don't be silly. Also, if you do have to either go to the bathroom or get some snacks, now's a good time to do so. Okay, I'll be right back, and when I'm back, we'll talk about episode 12, okay? Wah! Don't be silly. I'm back! Okay, so we're gonna start talking about episode 12! So yeah, for those who just joined, we're gonna be talking about episode 12, and on the last episode, we had the introduction to Nyammy. So, but in the show, we don't know her name yet, technically. Okay, so for episode 12, let me just get that. It was quite the reveal. Okay, so for episode 12, we start off with Mayu Maya's just sewing in her room, and she actually made like a little shirt for Yuki, and it's so cute. It has strawberries, and it's just so precious and adorable. And Maya's really happy about it. And then she goes to show Yuki, but Yuki doesn't happen to be there. Where did Yuki go? And Yuki's not in her usual spot where she usually naps either. So Maya looks all over for Yuki, and she's not finding Yuki anywhere, and she gets very nervous because this isn't normal. This isn't normal for Yuki to not be around. And so she's frantically looking everywhere. And honestly, I can relate to this. When you can't find your cat and you're looking everywhere, but then they just appear out of thin air, seemingly. And yeah, Yuki happened to be in Maya's room after all, or at least that's where she ended up going. Where was she before? Who knows? Hi, Plum, welcome. Okay, and then. So yeah, Maya's really happy that Yuki's safe and sound, and then she goes to cuddle Yuki, and it's so cute. That moment is so adorable. Let me just show it here. Okay, I just love how Yuki looks in this. Look at Yuki. Wait, let me just crop the image a bit. Look at her! Look at Yuki! Look at her! She's just like... I just love the way they animated her here. She's just like... I'm just vibing. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. It's so silly. It was on one of her days, so she didn't mind the cuddling. Yeah. Yeah. Let me put this image back to where it was. Whoops, that's not it. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Let's get it back to its original size. And now let me just put it back. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's a very cute moment, and I can't get over that pose that Yuki's in right now. And yeah, Mayu cuddles with Yuki because she's so happy. And yeah, Yuki is she's just vibing at this point. And then later on in the evening, when Mayu's sleeping, Yuki happens to be gone again, which is a bit strange because Yuki doesn't leave that often. And Mayu ends up waking up, and she starts getting worried because she feels like something's up. Yeah, and then we have a little glimpse of Yuki walking out in the forest, and then we see Nyammy jumping into the sky. Who could it be? Who could it be? Meow. Ba ba ba. Who could it be? Meow. Yuki disappears twice in one day, yeah. think it's cool that Mayu can sew. Yeah! Okay. So... Okay. So... and also, I find that the episode title for this is kind of funny because, okay, normally every care, the cures will, well, usually the lead care will narrate the title episode, the name of the episode, and I find it so funny because the title of this episode is called I Am Cure Nyammy, and Komugi was the one who said it. And I like to joke around saying, "No, Komugi, you're not Cure Nyammy, you're Cure Wonderful." BB Does, thank you for the $5 super chat. Komugi announced the title and she said, "I'm Cure Nyammy, yeah." Okay. Yeah, Komugi is not Nyammy. Okay. So later on, we get back to the school episode, where sorry. We get back to the school where Mayu seems to be like a bit distraught, and Iroha and Komugi come up to her. They're asking her what's going on. And so she ends up mentioning about Nyammy, not Nyammy. Maya doesn't even know who Nyammy is. She ends up mentioning about how Yuki keeps disappearing, and so they end up asking Satoru for advice. And Satoru ends up suggesting that maybe Yuki is hiding in small spaces, or she might be able to open a door. So we're not too sure. She could also open a window, since cats can open windows. Some of them can. Satoru's crush was on full display. Convenient they sit next to each other. Classic anime trope. Yeah. Yeah. So Mayu's really worried because she's not sure if Yuki's like disappearing for good or not. Because she keeps disappearing like more and more often. And so Iroha and Komugi end up deciding to help Mayu try and find Yuki. And so just as some words of encouragement, Iroha ends up telling her that she knows how it feels to lose someone. Well, to worry about someone that you care about, and like that you've if you lost someone, or fear of losing someone, because that's what happened. That's what happened to her and Komugi back in like episode 6. So yeah, so they end up saying that they're gonna help Mayu. Okay, and then Mayu ends up telling this to her mom, and her mom's really pleased about this. And she's wondering like what she could prepare, and we see Yuki just eating her cat food, just like a normal cat. Nothing strange going on around here. And so yeah, and so later, Mayu is trying to sleep later that night, and Yuki's actually there this time, but she's worried because she doesn't know if Yuki's gonna just disappear again. And so the next day, Iroha and Komugi come, and Mayu's super nervous because it's really not often that she has anyone over, and I think this is the first time that she actually has someone over to her house. That's not for visiting Pretty Holic. And the thing is, Komugi is in her dog form, and they realize that Komugi and realized that it was the human Komugi who said that she would be here. And yeah, this expression is so funny. Like, look at that. Oh wait, it didn't show up. Wait, why is the image not showing up? What? 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 Oh, okay. I guess I can't show the image for some reason. It's just glitched. But it's a funny expression anyway. Because you're like, uh-oh. We kind of messed up. But it's okay. Okay. And so then, Mayu actually notices that Komugi is wearing the harness that she had made for her, that she gave to Iroha as a present. And so she's really pleased to see that. And so they come inside, and then Mayu ends up showing her around her house a bit. And Iroha's actually really impressed with the house itself. And then they find Yuki just staring at the window, and Yuki seems to not be too friendly towards Komugi and Iroha for some reason. That got me laughing. Oh, the scene where Komugi and Iroha like realized they said that they realized that human Komugi was supposed to be there. Yeah. Kinda strange the dog and the sister share the same name and nobody notices. Yeah, I think they claim they're cousins. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I forgot. I actually forgot, but I think they said that they were cousins. But yeah. Well, anyways. Hi, Marshall. Welcome. Okay, and so where were we? Yeah. Yuki seems a bit cold towards Komugi and Iroha. But anyways, Iroha ends up noticing that Mayu has a sewing machine, and she's really impressed at how like Mayu is able to sew so well. And Mayu is just like a little, like she's a little bit I don't know what the right word is. I don't think it's humble, because she's kind of like shy about it. But anyway, I'm sure you guys get what I mean. She's like a little bit embarrassed. And yeah, Yuki is like peeking into the conversation at times. But yeah, she's just looking at the window because I think Yuki has a little bit of a hunch that something's up. Hi, Reed, welcome! And so then, they later have a snack, and Mayu's mom even prepared food for Komugi and Yuki as well. But Yuki's nowhere to be found. Yuki's not here, oddly enough. Yuki didn't come to get the food. So they start getting a bit worried again. And then and so they end up, after their snack, they go outside to try and find Yuki, because since she's wandered off, they want to know where she's going. And so Iroha gives Komugi the mini blanket. I think it's a mini blanket that Yuki usually sleeps on when she's sleeping on Mayu's bed. And she gives that to Komugi in order to track Yuki's scent and track Yuki down. And this moment was so cute because Komugi was like so confident about being able to find Yuki. Like, look how proud she looks. She's so proud. And then so she tracks down Yuki's scent, and it turns out it just leads her to the usual spot where Yuki naps. So that basically led nowhere. It wasn't anywhere in particular that's of interest. And then they happen to notice that Yuki is on the balcony at the top of the roof. And so Yuki was surprisingly there this whole time. Where was she? Yuki being a bit selfish, kinda, a little bit. We can see. Pretty sure it's a blanket. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of a better word to describe it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a blanket. Just like when she thought she was a natural with Elise. Yeah. Oh, Komuki. So, yeah. Afterwards, Iroha actually introduces Mayu to a camera that looks like an owl, and it's a really cute camera, and it's a pet camera, so it can follow your pet's movements, so that they you know where they are, and it's compatible with Yuki's not Yuki, with Mayu's phone, so they're able to keep an eye on Yuki, but Yuki doesn't like that. Yuki doesn't like that she's being watched. She's angry. I love how we go from confident, at least here we go from confident Komugi to angry Yuki. Look how angry she is! I love Yuki, she's so silly. She's so silly, but in her own way, you know? She's like, I don't want this camera. Why do we have a camera now? It's so cute. Yeah. So yeah, Yuki's not impressed with the camera, and she just glares at it. And then but there's not much that Yuki can really do. So later on in the day, Iroha and Mayu are just vibing, and Mayu actually does feel bad that Iroha ended up helping her the entire day. And then Iroha just says that that's what friends are for. And Mayu was like really in shock that Iroha considered her a friend. And because this was like her very first friend that she's made, and it's really a heartwarming moment. And then we see Yuki just glaring once again. She's being angry. She does not like this. She does not like that Mayu is making friends. Mayu is making friends, and she doesn't like that for some particular reason. Yuki might be a little bit selfish and jealous, huh? Oh, hi, Joe, welcome! Also, I'm sorry, I did add a bot. Yeah, I did add a bot. It's just to prevent spam. I'm sorry, Joe, but don't worry, welcome. I know you like to type in all caps. I'll try to like adjust the bot a little bit. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, it's the first time that I added Nightbot for stuff like this. But yeah, but don't worry. I'll try to adjust it so that not like that it doesn't constantly just get rid of all cap messages. Well, welcome! Stay here for the rest of the episode. Yeah, she's jelly. Yeah, she's jelly. She's jealous. Yuki is jealous. I just love your attitude. That's all. I think you bring a lot of joy in the world. Aw, thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. But yeah, don't worry. I'll fix the bot. It's my first time. It's my first stream where I actually have it. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it so that it doesn't just get rid of every message that just that has all caps. Sorry. But yeah, just for now, just maybe be careful. You remind me of Komuki. Really? Am I like Komuki? Am I just as silly as Komuki? Am I? It's kind of funny because I have cat ears right now. Should I get Komuki ears? I don't know who I could ask for that. I could make some. You're one of the reasons to become a VTuber too. Really? What you mean, like I inspired you to become a VTuber? If that's the case, I'm really honored. Thank you. A bright, happy girl, a bundle of energy. Oh, guys. But maybe I know I usually have the cat ears for this, but like, should I have any like for future episodes? Should I have like like, should I try to get some dog ears? They might not be the same quality. Or they might not be exactly the same as komogis. But would you prefer, if I were to get dog ears, would you prefer that they be just any dog ears? Or would you prefer that they be komogi ears? Like the way that komogi's ears look. I'm not sure, because I've been considering it. But I just don't know which ears to really bring. I think it's because you look like you're wonderful. I do? Do I? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Do I look like you're wonderful? Do I look like you're wonderful? Let me get an image of her. Where's a good close-up image? I'm trying to find one. Oh, there we go. Do I look like you're wonderful? Okay, this is really small. I'm sorry. Do I look alike? do we look similar? I don't think so. I don't really see it aside from the similar hairstyle. I don't really see it. It's like I can make my hair long again, but I don't think I look like you're wonderful. We just have similar hairstyles, but that's about it. And even then, like, Kier Wonderful's hair is like pulled to the back, while I have like bangs in the front. But yeah, other than like the general hairstyle, we don't really look similar. And like, okay, maybe it also could be like, we do have like gradients, kinda. Cause we both have two-toned hair. Like, Wonderful's is primarily pink and mine's primarily blonde. But if you haven't noticed, I do actually have at the end of my hair, it's more pink. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Can you guys see it? Okay. Like, have you ever noticed my hair is actually like the tips of my hair are more pink? Have you ever noticed that? But yeah, aside from that, that's really the only similarities, like, design-wise, I can think of. Oh, also the fact that we have, like the sailor collar with the bow. But even then, it's not the same color either. It looks similar. Okay, like, maybe the hairstyle itself, but just vaguely, just like the vague shape of it. But, like, for specifically the same, no, it's not the same. I think I knew, but it's easy to forget since we don't usually see the tips of your hair. That's understandable, yeah. Yeah, because usually... wait, can you... Yeah, you guys can kind of see it when I have my medium hair, right? And kind of with my short hair. I think. It's visible still, right? Yeah. It only looks similar when my hair is fully out. But other than that, I don't think we're that similar. At least design-wise. But I mean, I can kind of see personality-wise. Am I really like a dog? Am I like Komugi personality-wise? You're paving the way for future VTubers to come? Really? I'm still itty bitty though, so I don't know if I'm really making that much of an impact. You look like Plum, my favorite magical girl. Guys. I do remind you guys of Komoki? Bright and energetic. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Everyone starts small, that's true. Head pats! Thank you for the head pats! Oh, also, I was thinking, for the bot, since I did add Nightbot, would you guys like a head pat command? I might not be able to see it all the time if you use it often, but when I do see it, I'll still do the thank you for the head pats! But would you like it to count all the head pats that you guys have given me? Would you guys want something like that? Would you like a head pat counter? It would be for like the total amount of head pats once I implement it. Like Pan and Boop? Yes? Okay, I'll think of adding it. I'll add it for the boops too. But yeah, it'll just be a counter for overall. I don't know how to get it to count for just the day of. So yeah. But if I do ever figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Okay, so back to the episode. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Wait, there we go. Okay. Goodbye, Komugi. Goodbye, Cure Wonderful. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were at Angry Yuki. Because Yuki's not amused. Okay. And so, afterwards, both Yuki and Komugi, they get a reaction that they sense a garu. And so, Komugi alerts Iroha. And so, Iroha ends up having to leave Mayu. And Mayu is like so confused because like they were just having a nice time. And then they just have to leave. Iroha and Komugi just have to leave. And speaking of Komugi, Komugi has this moment where, since she's out of view, she just decides to turn into her human form, and she pops into. Oh, Komugi jump scare. She pops into to Mayu's house, and she's just like, "Hi, bye." That was really funny. I love Komugi so much. She's so silly. But yeah, she's just like, "Hi, bye." And yeah, so like, Maya's even more confused about this. So she thinks of going to Iroha's place because Iroha mentioned Iroha used as an excuse that she was gonna get more cameras. So she's thinking of catching up with her, and so she ends up leaving Yuki behind, and so she tells her mom, she tells her mother that she's gonna go to Iroha's house for just a moment, and then on her way, she ends up running into the garu. She ends up finding the garu found her actually, and it's terrifying because it's this huge owl, and so it was kind of a hint this whole time that the garu was gonna be an owl, because you know the camera, the camera that was used to spy on Yuki, it was also an owl. That was some good foreshadowing. Yeah, it's an owl, and Mayu is just terrified because the owl is so huge. And so, Mayu doesn't know what to do, and she's terrified. And so, the garu's about to attack her. But then, just before it can, someone saves her. And it turns out... It happens to be... the mysterious cure! So now, Mayu kinda knows about Precure, but she doesn't know exactly who the cure is. But yeah, she's saved by the cure. And, like, she's amazed. And the cure is actually... I'll just refer to Cure Nyammy, because we all know her name. Cure Nyammy is actually fighting the garu, which is something we haven't seen before. And it's quite something. And after the fight, well, like while protecting Mayu, Cure Nyammy ends up we actually get to see her Puni barrier, which is actually it's cute. It's cute to see because it's similar to Komugi, aka Cure Wonderful's barrier. Because it's the same, but it's blue this time. So yeah, it's a blue barrier. So that has me wondering, when Cure Lillian comes around, is her barrier also gonna be... Is it gonna be similar to Cure Friendy's? Is hers gonna also be a bow, but green? Probably at this point. Because it does... Because if Cure Nyami's barrier matches it matches Cure Wonderfuls, then it would only make sense for Cure Lillians to match Cure Friendies. But I guess only time will tell. And so afterwards, after defeating, well, not defeating, but protecting Mayu from the Gado Gado, Cure Nyammy says to not get involved. To not get involved with this. And Mayu realizes that that's the same words that the mysterious blonde girl told her. And again, we'll call it be meow. Because here we have a Cure whose main theme colors are blue and white, and she uses an animal-themed barrier similar to Cure Wonderful. Who could it be? Meow. I wonder, huh? Who could it be? We don't know for sure. It's not officially confirmed just yet, but it's hinting at it. Anyways, Cure Nyammy ends up going after the Gado Gado, and Iroha and Komugi end up finding the Gado Gado, and they transform and try to help it, and they try to figure out how to confront it without hurting it. But then Cure Nyammy appears, and they're surprised, and Cure Nyammy just continues battling the Gado Gado, which is not something they were expecting. And yeah, there's so many cool action shots. But honestly, the scene is a lot cooler to watch in person. Like images, well, like not in person, but images can't describe it as much as like than just watching the whole fight itself. But yeah, and so we did notice Cure Nyammy did the exact same thing. She did a scratch attack that was very similar. It was very similar to the scratches that the Kidan bear when he was a Gado Gado. We see this here, and so that gives a big hint that Cure Nyammy was the one who hurt the Kidan bear. And so yeah, I think Cure Friendly had noticed that. Well, she ends up. I think she ends up noticing the scratch afterwards, and so then the Gado Gado's down, and I feel so bad for the Gado Gado here, because this is the moment where it actually, like, the show actually explains why they didn't want to take the fighting route in the first place. Because Nyammy is about to continue attacking the Gado Gado, and we can see the poor Gado Gado's face. Like, they're terrified. They don't want to get hurt. They don't know what's going on, because all they are is just an innocent animal from the Nico Garden. They didn't want this to happen. They're just being controlled. And so, thankfully, Cure Friendly intervenes, and she stops Cure Nyammy from attacking the Gado Gado. They were brainwashed, yeah. And yeah, so thankfully, both Cure Wonderful and Cure Nyammy stop. Wait, did I say Cure Nyammy? Cure Wonderful and Cure Friendly stop Cure Nyammy from attacking the Gado Gado once again, because the poor Gado Gado is already beaten up so badly, and so Nyammy is just standing there, and Wonderful is just like, why can't we just all get along? And honestly, that's a very good point. Like, they tried to convince Cure Nyammy that there's no point in fighting at all. Like, the Gado Gado is just an innocent animal that was like brainwashed. So there's no point in fighting it. And yeah, so Cure Nyammy ends up being like, fine, whatever, do what you want, but just don't get in my way. But I think that was after. Oh wait, I think I got mixed up, because she didn't say anything just there. But she did say that, but just a little later. So that's when Kirfriendly had noticed the scratch, and she questions Nyammy about it, and Nyammy basically confirms. Well, she basically confirms that, and she says, "Do what you want, but just don't get in my way." And then they just end up purifying the gadu gadu, and then we have the cute little Nico owl, and it's the poor little baby. He's so precious, and he didn't want to get involved with this. He didn't want to get hurt. Look at him. Nyammy notices the owl, but she doesn't really say anything. She doesn't really say anything about it. But she's just watching, and so they send the owl home. But yeah, and so Nyammy ends up leaving, but just before she does, Nyammy introduces herself, and she says the line. She says her name is Nyammy, and from there, she's gone. She's gone like the wind. She ends up disappearing afterwards. Let me just add Nyammy here. Here we go. Look at her in all her glory. Nobody knows who Nyammy is, but we have some pretty strong hints as to who it could be. Meow. Who could it be? Meow. I'm pretty sure it's fairly obvious, but yeah, I don't want to say it outright. Nyammy does not seem like a hero right now. Yeah, and like this, honestly, I like how they did technically bring the fighting back, but not in the way we were expecting, because they're more so solidifying why it's wrong to hurt the gadu gadus in the first place, because they're innocent, you know. There's no need to actually fight. And the show has proven that they can still make the battles dynamic, even if there's no actual fighting in the battles, you know? Hi, Pussy, welcome! I wonder how she can do the scratch like that. Hint, hint. Yeah. I wonder. Who could it be now? Anyway, abandoned cat wants vengeance. She does. But yeah, then we also noticed that the owl camera was knocked over. Interestingly enough. And Yuki's not home this time around. Yuki's not home. So where is Yuki? Yuki's not here. Nyammy is here. Where's Yuki? Who could it be? Meow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep doing that joke, but it's just too funny. I couldn't stop thinking about it, because I rewatched the episode yesterday, and I ended up like coming up with that joke. Who could it be? Meow. That song is gonna be stuck in my head all night. You're welcome, But yeah, so that was the end of episode 12. It was such a good episode, and I can't wait to see more. So in the next episode, they're gonna be trying to figure out who Nyammy is and where did she go. They're gonna try and find her, but will it be easy? Because they have no idea who she is. They have no idea where she is. Oh, but say, I just want to let you know, I did add a bot, just to avoid spam. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just I still have to tweak the bot a little bit. I don't know why it just completely stopped. It completely removed your messages, but I'm gonna fix it at least for capital, like all caps messages. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's still a work in progress. So just keep that in mind, okay? It's just to avoid spam. Okay. So yeah. As I was mentioning. Try not to use all cap message. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fix it. Did you ever get the voice dub acting for Anya from Spy Family? I'm not sure. Like, what did you mean? Like, I didn't really listen to the dub for Spy Family. I haven't watched Spy Family in a while, so I don't really. I'm not too familiar with the dub itself. I'm not too familiar with the dub, but I have seen the first season of Spy Family, but I haven't watched the second season or the movie. Wait, did the movie come out for Spy Family? I forgot. It did, right? Wait, did it? I'm not sure now. Wait, Spy Family movie. Oh yeah, it did come out. It was in 2023. Okay, it did come out. Oh wait, it just came out. What? It was just released. Okay, never mind. I thought it's in cinemas for a while. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I'm noticing here in Canada it was just released a few days ago. That's interesting. But yeah, so in the next episode, episode 13, they're gonna be trying to figure out where Nyammy went and like who Nyammy is, because she's still very mysterious. And all they know is her Cure appearance and her name. So yeah. I really like how they're introducing Nyammy and making it a whole mystery. I really wonder how they're gonna how Nyammy is gonna act later on once she joins the team. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Especially her dynamic with Komugi. I'm excited to see that. Okay, so I think I'll end it here for today, since we went through pretty much everything. Yeah, we went through everything about the episode. So yeah, I am gonna work on the Nightbot, since I did add it not too long ago. So just please bear with me. It's the first time that I'm not used to having Nightbot. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make the Nightbot a bit better when it comes to capitalized messages and stuff. Cause it's just to avoid like the same message being repeated over and over and over again, you know? Okay. So yeah, and we have the little raccoon, the Nico raccoon. He's too silly. I like him. So he's just there. Bots can be unpredictable at times, no worries. Okay, thank you. Yeah, please bear with me for the bot. It's gonna take some time to get used to. But yeah! Okay. Before we end, I do want to thank BBDS for both the $2 and the $5. There's two $5 super chats and a $2 super chat. Thank you so much! Okay, so I will let you guys know my schedule if you haven't seen it already today. So for my schedule this week, so tomorrow we're actually gonna be having a content warning collab. So that's gonna be with Cha-Cha, Pandora Pixis, and Pandora's Box. So there's gonna be two Pandoras. So yeah, I think it's the first time I collab with someone with two people who have the same name or very similar names. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Content Warning. It's the first time I'm gonna be playing it, so I'm a little bit nervous. I've heard it's like Lethal Company, except with YouTube stuff, kinda similar to like making videos on YouTube or something. Pandoraception. Yeah, and then on Thursday we're gonna be continuing our adventure with The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And so that's gonna be a vertical stream, and that's gonna be at 9 p.m. And also, the Content Warning collab is gonna be an hour earlier at 8 p.m. Just to keep in mind. Okay, and on Friday. I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna do something. I haven't really decided on what we're gonna do on Friday. If you do have any suggestions, you can let me know what you'd like to see, and maybe depending on what it is, I might consider it for Friday's stream. Or if I think of something myself, I'll just do that. I'll just do whatever comes to mind on Friday. So yeah, the thumbnail and the title is subject to change for that. And then on Saturday, we have our members only watch along for Wonderful Precure! So we're gonna be watching episode 13. So if you guys want to watch along with me, if you're a member, then you'll be able to. And we'll be able to watch the episode together, and you'll get to see my live reaction to it. So yeah! Okay, and that's basically all the streams I have set out for today. Fall Guys? Maybe. Maybe it might be Fall Guys. I haven't decided for sure yet. Okay. So let's see who we can raid to finish off tonight. Head pass! Thank you for the head pass! Origami? Wait, origami? I can't really do origami. Or... did you mean something else? Because I can't really do origami. But yeah, let's see who we can raid to finish off the night. I think I know who we can raid. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay, this is perfect. So Ayu started less than an hour ago. She's doing a work stream. So if you just want a comfy and cozy stream to just chat and work on anything that you need to, you'll be able to do so there. So we're gonna raid into Ayu. So for those who are new, when we usually raid someone, we usually leave them a little message, and that message is Miracle Twinkle Raid! Kendra's still alive? I think Kendra started before, so I'm not sure how long she's gonna go for, so, and Ayu just started not too long ago, so yeah. Oh! Uh-oh, I just realized for the... I gotta figure out what's going on. I gotta fix the Nightbot. I gotta figure out what's going on with Nightbot, because this is not what I intended. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, none of that. Okay, yeah, it's gonna... the bot's a work in progress, so just keep that in mind, okay? Okay, so, we're gonna raid into Ayu. So, please make sure to follow